guys. So for lovers, movies, innovation, diversity, beauty, of course. Make sure you follow Tito Lodole on YouTube. Subscribe to his YouTube channel and stay tuned. He's coming with a lot of new things. And there's gonna be a video of me.
The YouTube channel is called Tito Londole. Please make sure you subscribe there.
Ngala sanga zimbwe Londole. Ngala sanga zimbwe Londole.
On YouTube, I have one channel. You guys subscribe to Tito Londole channel on YouTube. Check. Always the best.
Soki, olingo yeba, oyoka, omona makama mboka kitoko. Bosabone. Ebele, bosabone vraiment. YouTube, Tito Londole. YouTube, Tito Londole. Masolo, Yamboka, Nyoso.
Hi, bonjour tout le monde, c'est Muga Priscilla, l'organisatrice de Wax Fashion Show Belgique. Je vous invite tous à vous abonner sur la chaîne YouTube de Tito Londole. Vous allez voir toutes les vidéos qu'il fait, de belles vidéos, des films.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Right here, as you see, I'm next to an amazing man. Very known, he's seriously known in the Congolese community, also in the American community, since he was born in Congo. After 7 years, he moved from the Congo to the US. So born in Congo, raised here in the US, in America. Today he went to school, he took his time to learn a lot. He decided to find a major. For him, cinema was the best. He did a lot, he learned a lot. He's a good friend of mine. That's why I came to visit him in his studio. Why? Not because he's handsome, he's intelligent. No, it's because of his job. Because of his job. I don't know which movie he has done, but I saw something somewhere. And as a nosy person, nosy in the good way, you know me, the curious man. So I came to visit him and to know a little bit more about what he's cooking. This is his kitchen.
Yes.
Hey Mo, how you doing?
Good. Thank you for being
Man,
here.
can you give me a chance, especially me
Yes.
and other people who are watching us actually, to tell us a little bit about you, what's your name, who you are, what you do?
Yeah, so I'm Muhasani Joshua Kasomo, and I'm a filmmaker here in Los Angeles. I'm going to the University of Southern California in the MFA program, and right now I'm in the middle of finishing my thesis film, which is a film, my last film before I graduate.
Oh, your last film. What the title of the movie?
The film is called C'est Parfait,
C'est parfait, which means in
which
English?
means it's perfect.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, c'est parfait.
Yeah.
There we go.
My French
Born
speaker.
in Congo, raised in America.
Yeah.
But he still keep that, that taste of French and stuff like that. And he eats pondu and kwanga too. Don't forget that.
Good
Okay,
stuff.
Mo, let's talk. Basically, I'm here because of C'est Parfait, your movie, the new movie. Is that the first one you have done, or you done a couple before?
I've done a lot of different films, actually. I've done one with you, and any film I can get my hands on, I'll participate in. I've done several short films, 2 feature films, and the third one I'm working on right now with one of your producers for the movie we worked on together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, as a director, who are you in this movie? Are you just a director, the writer, producer? Who are you in the movie?
So the way that C'est Parfait came to be was just me thinking about my journey as an immigrant, coming here at the age of 7, and then being involved in the African community and listening to several different stories from people within the African community. So I said, why not create some sort of universal immigrant story that kind of encapsulates this story of mine, but it's not just my story. You can relate to it, as somebody being here from the Congo, you have family members that can relate. So basically, I wrote this piece, and then I went on to direct it, and now I'm in post-production.
Great. How long it took you to write it down?
I spent a summer writing, and then another few months kind of going through drafts, getting notes from faculty, professors, friends, until I finally had a polished script, which I was like, this is a story I want to tell.
As I see on your screen here, I saw so many African people. Are they
Yeah.
African American or?
So my actor who plays the character Abasi, who is the father figure in this film, he's actually a Kenyan-born, and he's an actor trying to pursue his dream here in America. The woman that plays the role of his wife, her name is Morgan, and she's African American. I kept telling her that we're recruiting her, we're bringing her back home, and she did wonderful. I got a lot of respect and much appreciation for the both of them. The two children that play the roles of Furaha and Tommy, they're actually Congolese.
Congolese.
Yeah.
And the family in the movie, which nationality are they?
The family in the movie, they're Congolese as well.
Congolese people.
And the story takes place in 1994 when Congo was temporarily called Zaire, you know, during the Mobutu time.
Some
and-
civil war too. Huh?
Yeah.
There are a couple things going on at that time. I remember I was back there.
That's
Yeah.
right. So you can kind of remember some stuff that was happening. And the exact date that this particular story takes place is on April 8th, 1994, the day or two right after the plane of the Rwandan president at the time, Habyarimana, was shot down in Rwandan airspace, and it was carrying the Rwandan president and the Burundian president at the time. So that whole situation started this big conflict, which we know as the Rwanda genocide. And my story tells a perspective of how what was going on in the country next to ours, that violence spilled over into Zaire at the time, and how families were affected. So this particular family, they're from Zaire on sharing a border with Rwanda. And when this tragedy occurred on Rwandan airspace, it kind of sent violence into Zaire and started to displace people.
They kind of some type of victim.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
How did you get the actor? How was the cast?
Wow, I think I was just kind of blessed, you know. My producer and I, we had some casting sessions, and you know, a lot of people showed up. We had great talent, and then there was a woman that we wanted to work with who I wasn't sure. She's great. She's African. She has the essence of it all. You know, everything worked, but she's not a trained actress. You know. And then when we contacted Morgan, who played this role, I was worried that she may not be available. She may be too busy. But we got lucky. She was like, "Yeah, let's do it. I love it. I love the script. Let's make it happen." And as you can see from this film, most people think like, "Wow, is she African?" You know? And I'm like, "No, she's just a really good actress." You know? But I mean, she is African.
She
you know
can
what I
learn.
mean?
She's a fast learner.
She's a fast learner. Yeah. Yeah.
So how was it? Because I know making a movie, it's not an easy thing. You may meet some, how can I call it, roadblocks, right?
Yeah.
Did anything like that happen?
Yes.
Was it at the writing, or shooting?
Oh, wow. Making a movie is tough, you know, because there are so many factors involved, so many people involved. And for me, they say in filmmaking it's about like who you know and this and that, which
Connection. Huh?
it's you know, partially true, but like I'm the type of person who's always been more about trying to learn the science of it all, you know, the equipment, the gear, the editing, and this and that. So like because of that, I don't put a lot of emphasis on who I know. And I'm glad I had the producer who I had, because I didn't have to know too many people, because my producer knew all the people who were able to
Who's
come
the
together.
producer?
His name is Rashib Agrawal, and he did a fantastic job.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Big up to you.
Yeah. So I mean, like that was one obstacle, but even with that, you know, sometimes with planning, you can't plan 100%. Just like in life, you know, there'll be something that you overlooked, you missed. So we were like 3 days into shooting, and due to some unseen circumstances, it's like, oh, we're like $9,000 short.
Say it again.
$9,000 short.
Say $9,000 short.
Yeah.
$9,000.
$9,000.
Manquant.
And we still have
So-
2 more days to shoot, right?
So how did you handle that?
So
That's one thing I want you to talk about.
Yeah.
As a movie director, you have so much experience from being in school, because there are some directors like me, I learn more on the street, but you learn more at school. So when the type of situation happen in the middle of the shooting, how did you handle it? So I just wanted to share it.
I mean-
so he may be helpful for some of us too.
yeah, a lot of prayer, I would say. But also,
He's a pastor's son, by the way. I didn't mention that.
just it was a shock because I've never done something that I'm an executive producer for, and then being hit with this kind of a budget setback. So I had to reach out to anybody I know. Write some letters, talk to some people. Like, look, this is the situation that we're facing, and we ended up completing the film. And yeah, I don't know how to better put it, except when you reach a situation like this, you also have to start considering, what do you really need in this film? Is everything that's written on the page absolutely necessary to tell the best story of the film? And sometimes there are things you'll find out that, well, this doesn't do anything to add to the story. You know what I mean? So we can take that out. That's $500 there that we saved. Or maybe we don't need this for the particular scene. We don't need this effect or this character or whatever. They're not doing anything to progress the story. We take that out. So you start doing that, and then eventually you come to a compromise where you're still telling the best version of the story with the resources that you have.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a good crew that can help you to handle the type of situations. How many people you have on your crew?
We had quite a bit. I want to say our first 3 days, we went all out. I mean, we had, I don't know, I want to say 25 people working on this. Yeah.
Wow, that's
You
a
know.
lot.
Anywhere from 15 to 25 people in different capacities.
What about the cast, actors, all of them? How many were there in the movie?
So we have our main actors, the Jabari family, Abasi, Naya, Faraha, and Tommy. So that's 4 right there, that immediate family. And then we have the landlord, Bill. And then there are 2 other actors, Bob and Christian, who we may or may not see in some of the versions of the film. So there's 7 actors in there. Yeah.
So now that we heading to the premiere of this movie, C'est Parfait.
Yeah.
It's perfect. This is the post-production, right?
This is the post-production, and I'm just
So
kind
how
of...
is it going?
It's going good. Right now, as we're speaking, I'm trying to look for reference files to send to the, VFX artist who's doing some final touches on some of the stuff. You'll see on the screens that we're compositing images from old shows in the 90s to place on the TV screens in this family's house.
Look at this old
Yeah.
TV, man. This TV is older than me, man. Yeah, to take the movie back to the time, huh?
Yeah, we want to put you, the audience, there so you can kind of fall in love with this family, and as these things are happening around them, you're going to really empathize with them, because you don't have to be an immigrant or an African to understand, the importance of family and unity and being together. Anybody can relate to that. But because of that, I'm hoping personally that it will want to ask questions why, this family's experience is being affected by what's going on in a country so far away, and people can hopefully start to ask questions and learn a little bit more about things that they don't usually maybe think about or focus about, that we are all affected by in one way or another. Most people don't know that Zaire is a very rich country, and the natural resources from there have sustained huge economies in nations like this one in major ways. For example, America is safe today because they have strong economy, strong military, and to have all those things, you need to have resources that can allow you to build the tools to empower people to like keep you safe and keep your economy going. And you know, Congo happens to be the richest world in terms of the resources needed to develop those types of things, and most people don't know that. I'm hoping a film like this will make people curious about like why is a place like this going through these types of issues and drama, and then we can kind of look at the business structure of like global economy and all that, and how there's individuals who take it too far and they're playing with people's lives for greed, and you know, families are being affected, and it doesn't have to be like that. You know, this is just something that some people who have developed a certain system that they don't want to let go are continuing to do this, when in reality we're so far ahead that, you know, if people just come together, we can totally continue to develop and, you know, build this types of infrastructures that have been developed, but just in a way that's not killing people and destabilizing communities. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Thank you for bringing the story like in a movie to attract people to watch it and to know a little bit about some hidden stuff, you know.
Yeah.
That's very good. So since the movie is coming out very soon, is it coming out on May 12th?
May 12th, it will be screening at the University of Southern California at the Norris Theater.
So before going through that, because that will be the advertisement time in this show. So before we go into that, we're gonna take a pause and look at the trailer of the movie. C'est Parfait. It's perfect. Written.
Hi! Welcome to the neighborhood.
Karibu, Karibu. This is your new home. And color.
How is this possible?
I found a way.
Hey, Sarah, tu guapa.
She with you?
No, we gotta get him! You got one. Okay.
Mungu Baba, asante for the food.
Oh, you know, maybe I need to go out to Africa.
That was a beautiful trailer. As a movie maker, I really love it.
It's totally
Please.
free. I mean, I know everybody
I
likes
think
free.
this camera is good for you.
So it'll be at Norris Theater at the University of Southern California. That will be on May 12th. In a week or two, I'll have the exact time for the screenings. So please come and show support. I want to, you know, large, how can I say, large turnout for my African brothers and sisters who want to come and see a film I'm trying to do on the scale of like Hollywood production value. And hopefully this is just the beginning. We'll continue to do more stories that kind of tell our stories from our perspective, but in a way that is, you know, inviting and welcoming to everybody. So let's please come and watch the film.
Is it the only place you're gonna show the movie, or you're gonna go like a tour with the movie, Washington DC, New York, or some states?
I mean, I really cannot tell the future, but I would love to show this film anywhere that is willing to allow me to screen it. You know what I mean? So that's the approach I'm going to go by. I'll definitely be submitting to various film festivals, you know, all over, and then we'll just see how that goes. Yeah.
Do you have a couple of words you can just tell people, some people like a new movie director who gonna get to the business, actors, as an experienced man on the field?
I mean, I will say that if you like movies and doing film, just go and do it. Like, there's so much you can learn just from trying to do it, like writing, shooting, and all that. Don't let anybody tell you because you don't have like a big budget or because you don't know somebody or this or that, you're not going to be able to do it. But if you have a story that you want to get out there, you can totally do it. You know, just go and find some people that are willing to work with you, and it doesn't have to be many people, because your story is important. So don't be discouraged. And in this business, it's easy to be discouraged. But if you just have the, what can I say, willpower, that is worth more than any budget, and determination. So your willpower, your determination, and your passion to really tell a story, like, don't give up on that, and I think you'll go far. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was Muhasani right here in his office working on the post-production of the movie C'est Parfait. It's perfect. Please, guys, I came here to verify about what I heard. So I'm right here looking on both screens. I see the movie. It's coming out. Be ready on May 12th. There is nothing to pay. Just drive. Bring your family.
Yeah, it's free.
And support our brother. He's doing such a wonderful job. He's not doing only for him. He has done for us a lot. Not only me, some African people, Nigerian, Ghanaian, Sudanese, most of us, we know more as a good supporter. So it's time for us to come and support him. Let's come on May 12th and watch this movie. Tell him, show up and support.
I hope to see you there, and I thank Tito here for taking the time to want to know more about this so he can put it out there. Like I said, just come and see this story and get a perspective on a film and situation that maybe you've heard of it from another point of view, but it's sometimes get to see the other side of the story, because we've heard of how things in one country affect that country, but sometimes we don't see how it affects the surrounding countries, and it's kind of good to, like that saying, you don't know how somebody is until you walk in their shoes. So let's come and support this film.
As you're looking on this camera, if you have to say just a word for people as subscribing on Tito Londole YouTube channel, because this is the place they will be watching all of this. Check on this one, whatever camera you want, just say.
Yeah, support our bro here. He's very supportive of people within the African diaspora. So he takes his time to go and meet with people and talk with them, see what they're doing, which is very important to build that network and relationships with people around you, because that's how people start to come together, and the only way you move forward usually is together, not by separation. And I like what he's been doing, so please support.
Okay, thank you. That was Muhasani, Joshua, Kasomo, Mo, and I call him my man. Now that's shake my hand, man.
This guy.
I don't want to say that here, man. We're in front of the camera.
He does that then, so
my man.
Training day.
Oh. Okay, bro. I'm gonna let you work. Please bring us some good work. I see the color grading, everything is good. Please bring us such a great job. Okay.
I will do my best.
Okay, man. Okay, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna take my friend. I'm gonna take my son, and we're gonna leave you here.
Appreciate you.
Take time, make a good job. Okay.
Will do.
Thank you for letting me sit in this beautiful seat.
All right.
Okay.
Maybe next time it'll be in a bigger studio.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
Oh, hi guys. So for lovers, movies, innovation, diversity, beauty, of course, make sure you follow Tito Londole on YouTube. Subscribe to his YouTube channel and stay tuned. He's coming with a lot of new things, and there's gonna be a video of me.
The YouTube channel is called Tito Londole. Please make sure you subscribe there.
Londole, ngala sanga zimbwe Londole.
On YouTube, I have one channel. You guys subscribe to Tito Londole channel on YouTube. Check. Always the best.
Soki, olingo yeba, oyoka, omona makambo mboka kitoko. Bo s'abonner. Ebele, bo s'abonner vraiment. YouTube Tito Londolé. Na YouTube Tito Londolé. Masolo Yamboka. Nyonso.
Hi, bonjour tout le monde, c'est Muga Priscilla, l'organisatrice de Wax Fashion Show Belgique. Je vous invite tous à vous abonner sur la chaîne YouTube de Tito Londolé. Vous allez voir toutes les vidéos qu'il fait, de belles vidéos, des films et